Now I'm going to fix a very unusual side dish, Tater Tot Casserole. Of course, first what I have to do is melt my butter into the skillet. So, butter's already melted. Make sure it's nice and coated at the bottom of the pot. To that, I'm going to just add some sliced smoked sausage. You just brown this all in here, saute it in your pot here, because this is going to give it a very good zesty flavor. Yes, you can use the hot sausage. Matter of fact, if you want to, you could probably use turkey sausage with this. It would be just the same. Of course, I like to use the pork or the beef, and that's your preference. You can always, because Cajun cooking is pretty much that according to your taste. Now to this, I'm going to add some onions, which I have chopped up. Okay, we're going to add onions, the Trinity I call it. Bell pepper, and celery, last but not least. Okay, mix all this together, and smelling good already. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision. All right, this is all going good. This is so unusual for me to fix this dish, but my sister-in-law, Susie, who married my brother, said, "Lucy, have you ever eaten this tater tot casserole?" And I said, "Never heard of it. I mean, I eat fried tater tots, but not in a casserole." So she said, "You ought to try this." So I did, and it is just fantastic. It's very, very good and so easy. Most of Cajun cooking is easy. The hardest thing is the cleanup. Of course, you know, all cooks have to do their own cleanup. That's the difference between a chef and a cook. All right, so this has been sauteed long enough, because you don't want to overdo them, because you know you'll be baking this, because this is a casserole. Okay, this is your cream of chicken soup that you add to this, and cream of mushroom soup. Very good. Of course, I'm not measuring today. You know, that's how Cajuns cook too. They just cook by eye or smell and feel. So this is how I do it, but of course the recipe's in my cookbook. All right, blend all this together real good. Now let me lower my fire. Okay. And man, those soups are just giving it such a good smell. Now, to this, I'm going to add some shredded cheese. I use the shredded sharp, or whichever cheese that you prefer. This is the cheddar cheese that I use, sharp cheddar. Again, according to your preference, depends how much cheese you want in here. Very good. Okay, now, this will be a layered casserole. Of course, I told you we'd use tater tots in this. So what you do, you use the frozen tater tots, and you just throw them on the bottom of your casserole, just you don't have to arrange them anyway, just throw them in. That's how Cajuns cook. They throw everything in. Now you take your already prepared other layer, and you add it to your casserole. There you go. Make another layer. This is going to be so tasty. I can just taste it with that Cornish hen. Okay, and you take your other tater tots. Well, I'll use my hands, you know. That's very good. Okay. And you add your other layer of mixed stuff. Very good. You keep on adding it as big as your dish is. Of course, you make it just as high as you want it. Then you top this with tater tots. Top it with tater tots. And now I'm going to bake this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15-20 minutes. Of course, you want all that to be real nice and crispy on top. Okay, and while that bakes, I'm going to fix that wonderful peachy dessert I promised you.